In 1849, in the ancient city of Nineveh in northern Iraq, archaeologists sifted through dusty ruins, hoping to find evidence that would confirm the stories of the Bible. Instead, they uncovered one of the world's oldest libraries. Inscribed on crumbling clay tablets was a 4,000-year-old story so captivating that the first person to translate it reportedly started stripping from excitement. Known as the Epic of Gilgamesh, the story begins as follows.
Gilgamesh, the king of Uruk, had a habit of crashing weddings and sleeping with the bride before she could be with her husband. To tame him, the goddess Uruk created a rival named Enkidu. Enkidu lived outside the city walls, in a realm of chaos filled with wild animals, invaders, and evil spirits. After a priestess of the goddess Ishtar seduced him, the wild animals rejected Enkidu, and he ventured into the city. There, Enkidu encountered Gilgamesh, who was up to his usual tricks. To stop him, Enkidu intervened. The two men, nearly equal in strength, wrestled through the streets of Uruk. In the end, Gilgamesh narrowly won. From that moment, they became inseparable friends. With his new companion, Gilgamesh shifted his focus from Uruk's brides to proving his strength in battle. Together, they set out to defeat Humbaba, a creature with 1,000 faces who guarded the cedar forest. They tracked Humbaba and ambushed him. Cornered, Humbaba begged for his life but cursed them as Gilgamesh delivered the final blow. Upon their return to Uruk, the goddess Ishtar expressed romantic interest in Gilgamesh. Knowing that she often cursed her former lovers, Gilgamesh rejected her. Furious, Ishtar unleashed the bowl of heaven upon Uruk, destroying crops and killing people. Gilgamesh and Enkidu defended the city and killed the bull, but the gods, seeking retribution, took Enkidu's life. Enkidu descended into the House of Dust, a shadowy Mesopotamian underworld where the spirits of the dead knelt eternally, eating dirt and drinking stone. Grieving for his friend and terrified of facing the same fate, Gilgamesh embarked on a quest for immortality. He journeyed beyond cosmic mountains, through forests of gemstone trees, and past scorpion men, even outrunning the rising sun, until he finally reached the edge of the world. There, he encountered a goddess named Shiduri, who ran a small tavern. Shiduri advised him to accept mortality and enjoy life while it lasted. But Gilgamesh refused to give up. Reluctantly, Shiduri directed him to cross the waters of death to meet Utnapishtim, the immortal man. Utnapishtim had been granted immortality by the gods after surviving a great flood. He built a boat, saved pairs of animals, and anchored on a mountaintop. Utnapishtim urged Gilgamesh to accept that death is inevitable, but Gilgamesh was persistent. Utnapishtim then proposed a test. If Gilgamesh could stay awake for 7 days, the gods might grant him immortality. Despite his resolve, Gilgamesh fell asleep immediately. As a final act of hope, Utnapishtim told him about a magical plant at the bottom of the ocean that could restore youth. Gilgamesh managed to retrieve the plant, but on his journey home, a serpent stole it from him. When Gilgamesh returned to Uruk and gazed upon his magnificent city, he made peace with his mortality. He vowed to dedicate his life to great deeds. He inscribed his story on a lapis lazuli tablet and buried it beneath the city walls for future generations to uncover and learn from.
The tablets found in Nineveh were part of the library of the Assyrian king Ashurbanipal. While the story itself is mythical, Gilgamesh was likely a real king of Uruk. Versions of his tale date back to 2000 BCE or earlier and continue to echo in literature today.
Subscribe for more content.